All right, everybody, listen, before we get started, make sure you like, you subscribe, all that good stuff. Kwab and I are trying to build a YouTube channel, and by doing that, we need you to do that. So do it. Right, Kwab?
Do it. Do it. By doing that, we need you to.
Yeah, grow with us. Comment below if you have anything you want to
Mm.
say about what we're about to talk about, which is OG Anunoby. It has been reported that OG and his elbow have flared up again. Not OG himself. The elbow has flared up again. Feeling really uncomfortable. Today was also reported that the elbow has shown improvement since Monday, but the Knicks will not rush him back. That's according to Ian Begley. And also, according to people familiar with his tenure in Toronto, where Anunoby missed lots of time with injuries, the 26-year-old isn't comfortable playing through pain. So there's more context added today with the injury. The Knicks obviously a better team with OG Anunoby on the court. He comes back. They went 3 straight. It's almost like there's orange blue skies in the garden again. But a Knicks fan like me, we see this news and it ruined my season, bro. And I know this is gonna sound dramatic for people who aren't Knicks fans, but you have to understand like the Knicks have sucked my whole life. Like they've just been brutal. They've been a horrible franchise, and for 20 or so plus years, I've been rooting for a franchise that's been a joke. And this is probably the first season, even during the Melo year where they were the 2 seed, I didn't believe they would do anything. This is the first year where I was just like, listen, I know the Celtics are better. I know the Bucks, when they get their act together, are probably better than the Knicks. But the way that the Knicks played in January with OG Anunoby after the trade, there's some hope where it's like, yo, like we can make noise in the Eastern Conference. Like couple bounces go our way. You know, maybe the Celtics collapse or the Bucks collapse because we've seen that before with those two teams. Like maybe we could sneak into the finals. Who knows? You never know. But I was excited for the playoffs, and you know, previous years when the Knicks had made the playoffs, it's just like I'm happy to be here. Like I don't give a damn. Like they played the Hawks, they lost in 5, but that's a good memory for me because the Knicks, made the playoffs. The Garden was rocking, and it was like, all right, cool. Like that was cool. Last year was cool. Made the second round, but this year it's not enough for the Knicks to make the playoffs for me. And I assume that's the case with a lot of Knicks fans now. Knicks fans are expecting more. I'm expecting at least if they get the 3 seed in Eastern Conference Finals, Bert. Like that's what I want to see. I don't want to see an exit in round 1. I don't want to see an exit in round 2. I don't want to say I expect an Eastern Conference Finals berth, but that's what I want, and I won't be happy unless they come close to that. And with OG Anunoby being out and all this uncertainty going around, I'm not sure if we're even gonna get that. And it's really depressing. It feels like we've gone through this roller coaster of a season for no reason, especially like we traded RJ Barrett, we traded Emmanuel Quigley, Quentin Grimes, all these people who, as a Knicks fan, like I grew with. Like I grew to love Emmanuel Quigley. I grew to love RJ Barrett. You know how I feel about Quentin Grimes. He was my favorite Knick. So we get rid of all these players and you bring in all these new players, and it's like, all right, we're going for it. And now there's nothing to go for. So to me, this is really devastating news. Kwab, I want to know how you feel from as an outsider looking in. Is this like something where the panic meter should be going off if you're a Knicks fan? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you panicking?
Uh, I don't know if I'm panicking. I mean, they said it flared up. It's gonna flare up. So like,
But he just got surgery.
yeah. I mean, and then he played, and there was the
And
sequence
then Tim
where he
Simmons out
got
there for
hit.
35
He,
minutes.
he got hit, and it sounded like he was screaming bloody murder.
Yeah, it did.
And then like the play afterward, he did a reverse dunk. I was like, okay.
It's like, yo, homie, you just sounded like you got shot 2 seconds ago.
It was like this. I was like, wait, what just happened? So I don't want to laugh at his pain. That's messed
No,
up.
no.
But that whole sequence was like, I was like, wait, is he okay? Is it? So like, look, and then the other thing that came out, they're like, yeah, he's not comfortable playing through pain.
Who is?
Oh, okay. I'm so like, yo, like we gotta chill. Like I saw that report. I was just like, if he's in pain and he can't play, fine. Like, do they want him to shoot up like painkillers and just to play just so it could damage him long term? That could be
That's stupid.
problematic. I think that to me, if the Knicks, what they have to do is just keep winning games, keep trying to stay afloat, hopefully get him back, get Mitch Robinson back, get Julius Randle back. Like I've said I said this a month ago. I said this. I've been saying this. I think their problem right now with them is has been health. It's like
Yeah.
they're not healthy. Um, I know some people don't like what happened with the trades just because a lot of those some of those players aren't playing up to their capabilities, and also Tibbs is a madman and he played Josh Hart every single minute, which is fine. I get it. I get this
He
is who
loves him
you
some.
are.
He
I
loves him some Josh Hart.
I,
Yo.
I get it. I get it. Josh Hart's
Can
like
you imagine Tibbs in Love Is Blind? Like I feel like.
he's just in the pod like, yo, so how many minutes can you play?
So how many minutes can you play defense? Do you like playing defense?
You like
Uh, can
like
can you guard multiple positions? Can,
do you,
are
you
you a
hustle?
guard who can rebound?
What was it? What did he? What's the thing that was going on with? I saw the thing with Deuce McBride where it was like, when he got off the floor, he told he told Tibbs dentine,
What does
and
that mean?
pure meaning like Tibbs' whole thing is like you have to guard the person so close you can tell what type of gum they're chewing.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
So that's how close he was guarding Steph
Oh
Curry. So
hell no! Now if I was Steph, like, get the fuck away from me, bro. That's
hey,
creepy as
hey,
hell.
it helped you get the victory. He played really
Nah,
well.
that's wild, bro.
No, that's you know when you've been playing pickup and somebody's just way too close to you the whole
Yeah,
game.
that's creepy.
You're like, yo, bro, it's pickup, bro. Like,
Nah,
relax.
that's
Nah,
wild. Tibbs,
he said
Tibbs, Tibbs is crazy, bro.
it was crazy.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
so you tell me if I stick you on the wing in the perimeter, you're gonna tell me what type of gun your opponent's chewing on? Is that what it is? Oh, you will?
Oh,
Okay,
you will.
well, will
Perfect.
you marry me?
That's who Tibbs is, bro. That's who Tibbs is. Like,
Tibbs is
so I just
psychotic, bro.
look. So it comes down to are they gonna be? If can they stay afloat? Can just stay afloat, get people back healthy, get some sort of like get figure out what type of rotation they're gonna play when everybody's healthy.
Yeah.
Um, I think the whole thing was like when the trades happen, I was like, this gives them more lineup versatility. I think they have a lot of lineup versatility when
You're talking
everybody's
about after
healthy.
the Pistons trade too?
Yeah, after the Pistons trade,
I
yes.
disagree with that, but okay.
I know you disagree with that.
Yeah.
I looked at it this way. Even though Bojanovic hasn't been he hasn't been hitting shots at a high level. Neither Alec Burks has had some good games here and there.
Mhm.
Just watching the game when they played against, I think it was the Lakers right before the trade deadline,
Yeah.
was basically it was like all out blitz, Jalen Brunson, and somebody else has to beat us. And that was the game plan. The whole game was like, yo, we're just he's gonna see two, he's gonna see three.
Yeah, but
Like
when healthy, he's not gonna see that.
when excuse me, say that again.
When everyone's healthy, he's not gonna see that.
Yeah, exactly. When everybody's healthy, he's not gonna
Yeah.
see that. Even but having different pieces you can throw in there
No, I get it.
will, you know what I mean, gives you a different look. So like I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, perspective from a defender, am I gonna help off the white guy shooter to come in the lane if Jalen Brunson's driving? I
Well,
might second guess it, and
yeah.
that's all that second guess, that little bit of
Yeah,
a second is all
and you're
Brunson
right.
needs.
You're
Yeah,
right. I just thought the deal was incredibly short term. Like it was very short sighted, where it was just kind of like, OG's hurt, Julius is hurt. We need Bogdanovich and Burks as bodies to kind of
yeah,
like spread the floor on the bench. Whereas I feel like Quentin Grimes, I mean, he's been horrible at shooting the basketball since joining the
yeah,
Pistons. He's
which is
doing everything
crazy.
else well, but
Yeah,
he's not shooting the ball well. But Grimes is a good 3-point shooter. And on
yeah,
top of that, I think he's somebody who complements Jalen Brunson and what the team does more than those two players. You know, in essence, I was like, well, all right, so you're choosing Burks and Bogdanovich over Deuce and Grimes. That's how I took it. And
yeah,
defensively, between the two, Deuce and Grimes, not even fucking close to who's
yeah.
better.
But
Deuce and Grimes are better than Bogdanovich and Burks.
but
Now,
I think
I get the scoring aspect of it,
yeah,
but to me, and this is revisiting the Pistons trade. I don't want to go too far into it. I just wanted them to add somebody who can just like a Malcolm Brogdon would have been perfect. I know he's hurt; he maybe not be available. Just theoretically, a player like him you can throw picks at where you don't mess up the roster, and
yeah,
you add to the bench where it's like, okay, you have Douche, you have Grimes, and now you have like a Brogdon, you have like a Clark, like whatever, a Kelly Olynyk. I don't know what it is. Someone who could put the basketball, just something like that. So the trade to me was just incredibly short sighted. But I also realize, and this I'm just gonna say my piece because I haven't said my piece with it on the dime. Like we've had conversations
yeah, yeah,
off air. Um, there was something going on with Grimes in the front office with Grimes and Thibodeau. The relationship was shot, and I think they decided we're getting rid of him at the break no matter what. And
Yeah.
that's what they were able to get. Like that was probably best case scenario where they can get. So in my head, it's like, all right, at the same time, I have to make peace with that. And I have to realize, listen, the relationship went sour. And to be fair to the Knicks, I don't think it was all their fault. I think Grimes has something to do with it as well. I think calling out Thibodeau in the manner that he did. I thought he thought it was okay because Hart did it like the day before and like he played well and like everything seemed to be okay. So when Grimes had a beef, he said something, and then everyone was like, "Whoa, you don't say shit."
I think
I didn't pick you in the pod,
Well, I
squid
mean,
nervous.
I think it came down to I think that situation came down was probably like a boiling point for him because it just the point he made was like, look, I'm in the game and I'm
He
just
was
kind of
right,
like
by the
I,
way, a
he's
hundred
right.
percent correct. Yeah,
Like if I miss one shot, I'm out the game. And the whole thing you talk about, even talking about Deuce just started getting that level of trust
yeah,
from Tibbs. And part of it had to do with people were injured. That's why he
yeah.
got that level and he was able to show. But it's like it's when you get the level of trust from Tibbs, he's gonna play you obviously all the minutes. Like he's good, and that affects other people. So like Grimes, it felt like Grimes never had that trust.
Well, he
Whenever
had
it
it
was,
last year. He got inserted into the starting lineup, and the team turned like that saved Tibbs' job. You can argue that
yeah,
inserting Quentin Grimes in the lineup last year saved Tom Thibodeau's job. You can
but
argue that. And
the
the
season has
rest of the
felt
way,
like it.
and he had his moments, but
Yeah,
for me personally, DiVincenzo comes in. Obviously, he has better chemistry with Jalen Brunson. It just is
yep,
what it is. And he's been playing phenomenal, so I'm happy he's on the Knicks. But Grimes just didn't fit in with the team anymore. They didn't pass him the ball. That's something that I've been talking about. Like anybody who listens to the Dime, when I always talk about the Knicks, it was always about Quentin Grimes staying in the corner, no action, nothing. They just refused to pass him the ball. And after a while, you just got to realize, like, yeah, he's going to get frustrated with that
yeah.
because that's not what he does. He's better than that. And then the Knicks are going to get frustrated because he doesn't fit in anymore. It's just like a bad marriage, and it made me sad because I saw so much potential with what he could be for this team, and now he's gone. And it is what it is. I'm not like becoming like a Pistons fan, and I'm
Yeah,
not like abandoning the Knicks. It's just sometimes you like a player a lot and you want him to stay with the team, and then he's gone. I mean, it happened with David Lee. He was my favorite player. Like Landry
yeah,
Fields, I liked his rookie year. Like it just happens.
yeah.
But back to OG, man. I I am panicking, dude. And like I said before, it's like one of those things too, where it's like it goes beyond this year. They have to re-sign him. Like they have to make a decision. Like, are we going to re-sign this dude?
I mean, okay, I'm surprised. I'll be surprised if he doesn't resign just
I'll
because
be
of the
shocked too. But
of,
like, if I'm
of
in the
the
front office,
tampering you guys are.
but if I'm in the front office, right, I think it's a legitimate question to ask. Like, let's just say hypothetically he doesn't come back for the rest of the season, and his elbow hurts, and it's like maybe the front office is thinking, well, he could have played if he wanted to. Maybe Tibbs is thinking, yeah, he could have played if he wanted to. Like maybe they go a little sour on him and his ability to fight through pain or play through injury, and on a year when maybe they thought they could make some noise. Now you traded R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel quickly for what, a half a year of an injured OG Anunoby. I
I
think they're
think
going to have to. I think optics wise, whether they like it or not, and I think obviously I think it's going to be a good deal, but I
yeah.
think they're going to end up re-signing him or trying their best to re-sign him.
I was gonna say I think unless he's like the injury is so terribly bad, he's gonna come back and play. For the simple fact, even if he doesn't wanna end up resigning with the Knicks, it's just it would be good for him to come back and play in the playoffs to show his
Yeah,
worth. To
I agree.
if he wants the bag, like you know what I mean, he
Yeah,
has
you're
to
right.
show out. So he has to come back. I feel like he's gonna come back. I think that I think the problem that you might be having and also other Knicks fans are having is that you look at how good this team is playing and how well this team was playing before when he wasn't injured and when Julius
Yeah,
was playing. That how well you guys were playing. That was real. Like
yeah.
that's not it's not
No
a
fluke.
people can say whatever like the win streak you guys had it was just like okay, this team is scary right now. Like how
Yeah,
well you guys were playing. Like so the frustration you're having is like you see the potential how good this team can be when everybody is healthy and like the train is moving in the right direction with all players. You see, you're like, yo, this actually could be something, not just in the East, possibly further. So like I get it. I just don't. I just think like, hey, everybody take a chill.
okay.
Let's relax. Let's
You
see
know how
what
we are.
happens with the
You know how Knicks
progress.
fans are, Quab. You know how I am. We
Let's
can't
see what
chill.
happens. Let's see what happens. It
No,
said
you're right.
Yeah, the report came out, man, he doesn't play through pain. Like, I still like I'm like, "Yo, he hurt." Like, the man's in pain. Like, "What you want me to do,
Nah,
bro?"
you're right. You're right. You're right. You're
You
right.
want
You're right.
you want me like, the holder's like, "Okay, if he doesn't you want him to be out there." Like, yo, the way he screamed, bro, like, it was like, "Ah!" Like,
He got
I'm
shot,
like,
bro.
"Yo,
It's like he got
that shit was"
shot.
and I'm playing
Oh,
it was like the next sequence, he was, like, dunking, I'm like, "Okay, he might be okay," but, like,
yeah.
yo, it happens, bro, like, let's see what happens. Hopefully, like, hey, hopefully he's fine because I've said this before, like, I'm not a Knicks fan, but I love to see the Knicks healthy in the playoffs because I like to see good basketball. Like, I wanna
Yeah.
see a good playoffs, I wanna see a competitive team, I wanna see a competitive series. I think that they're one of the better teams in the East, and they've been playing really well. Regardless of how you feel about Tibbs, like, playing everybody, like, so many
Yeah.
amount of minutes, come playoff time, that's what's gonna happen. He's gonna
Yeah.
play these people huge amount of minutes. My my concern has always been, like, just make sure, like, you're developing the bench, like, just because you never know what happens. But look at it now, because of all the injuries, you're developing the bench, like
Bro, I'm so proud of Deuce. I'm so proud of Deuce McBride, bro. I'm so happy for him. I've always liked Deuce, but I liked him in the way where I was like, if you'd asked me about him last year, like, yeah, I like Deuce, man. Like he gets in there, he's a good point of attack defender. He's pesky, he's gonna cause a lot of havoc. Needs to work on the shot. On the offense, he's a minus, but like I like that he tries hard. Like he's just showing a lot of effort. And now it's like, this motherfucker can shoot.
you know
Oh, don't leave Deuce open, bro. Like the his breakout game in Philadelphia, I was talking shit. I was at the game and I was talking
yeah.
shit to the Philly fans. I was like, oh, if he's hitting threes, y'all in trouble. I was like, because he
Yeah,
don't hit
I
threes.
saw the clip that came out, that shit was hilarious.
I was like, he don't hit threes. I'm like, this game is over, bro. Deuce hit four threes and
It's a
it's
wrap.
over. I got him,
It's
and I was saying like, if he's hitting threes, y'all in trouble because Deuce didn't hit threes like that before the Philadelphia game. And ever
yeah,
since the Philadelphia game, he's been the best 3-point shooter on the fucking team.
inconsistent.
It's
My biggest one of my before this season, my biggest gripe with Deuce was the games I saw him play. I saw him play, like, a couple times against the Nets, was that he would try to dunk on Nick Claxton off the vert, and I was like, "Are you like that?" Like, it used to trip me out, bro, like,
he got hops,
he
bro.
I know, but, like, it was like, dog, off the like, it was I remember he caught the ball, took 2 steps, and just, like, tried off the vert. I'm like, "Bro, like, the confidence
The
to even
audacity.
the
Yep.
audacity, like, yo, shoot the floater like a low guard would do." But, like, that confidence, you see the confidence when he's good, bro. He's really great for you guys. Like, he's been great. Precious Achua, who was, like,
Yeah.
considered the throw-in in the deal, has been playing really well because of, like, the structure he's been placed in. So I just feel like, hey, I just want the team to get healthy because I feel like if this team is healthy with all these pieces you have, all these different players, all these different lineups you're able to throw out, it's gonna be hell for somebody come playoff time. It's gonna be
Yeah.
it's gonna be really, like, it's gonna be hell for a team come playoff time.